Johnny Brento's JuJu. Just wanted to take you a little behind the scenes of the film fest here. We are in the beautiful Hall of Doom, preparing for, apparently I'm going to get cut off now, so I'll have to pick it up. Basically, I wanted to show you some of the things that you deal with setting up a film festival. Last year, they forgot the remotes when they brought the equipment in. This year, we have the remote, but we do not have a, notice how there's no yellow cable? It's all red and white, which means audio. So Robert Fillion is going to bring us a video cable, hopefully.
Hello, my dear.
Okay, guys, Mad Monster Party Day 2. I just came through the lobby to check in here. Didn't stay over last night, but bringing the family with, so going to stay here tonight just to make it easier to get out of here late, you know, and not be so dragging. But let me tell you, a huge crowd downstairs. So getting ready to go wade in, get my second day of Mad Monster on. Let's see how it goes. Ain't you that Mutantville guy?
What's up? This is Jason representing Mutantville. We are live at the Blake Hotel for the Mad Monster.
We're not live when they see this shit. It's pre-recorded.
Well, I'm fucking live, and we're at the Mad Monster Party. This is what, the second annual, and it's been a long day for everybody involved. Just saw Bruce Campbell, and today I started with Gunnar Hansen, Mark Torgel, Leah Thompson, Tyler Main, Danny Glover. Just knocked out a shitload of actors. We got Todd back here doing some special effects promos, and
Special effects homos. What'd you say?
yes, he's a special effects homo. Absolutely. So, having a great time. Unfortunately, I'm not sure that the Blake wants us all here. It's 19 degrees inside of here, as it's been all day. It would be better if we went outside to warm up. But having a great time. Did not get to see Kurt Hammett, and that kind of sucks, but oh well. So I guess we will be signing off.
Let's take us out with your best Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis, man, I can't do Bruce.
You look just like him.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
you know.
yeah, but I can't do Bruce.
You gotta put a dirty T-shirt on to do Bruce.
I can't do
Give me what you got. Give me what you got. I'll guess at who it is.
Bruce. I'll do it.
Brent, come on, get to the chopper, do it now, now!
So how's that new acne medicine working out for you?
Very well.
Looks like you're in pain. Your face looks like an a rictus of horror.
I'm probably in more pain than she is.
Number 4.
You called me Lizzie, not Lizzie. That was only one time in college, and I swear I was
Well, this is over right now, I'll tell you that.
These other comments
And finally,
have a panel.
Okay guys, this is the final three, so make some noise, as much noise as you possibly can, for the ladies.
cut those things out, that just means less and less movies we can play each year. So it's always a balance you have to find. But doing this, you know, MVP, we don't make anything off this. We had a lot of people encourage us to put this on without a box and charge $35. And, you know, I refuse to do it because I want people to, I want kids that are making their movies to have a place they can send them to, you know, not have to have $35 just to get it screened. And the great thing about that is we get so many cool submissions. And this year we got international submissions. It just blows my mind. And they were really fun. If you guys just check any of those out. But what we like to do is then on Sunday is play the winners and give people a chance to, if you wanted to come and see, you know, some of the best quality films, that you can get that chance and come watch them on Sunday. So that's what we are going to do now. I'm going to go ahead and just announce them all one in a row, one after the other. These decisions are always hard. It's always hard, believe me. I've had my films rejected from festivals or passed over or what have you. If you have any questions, feel free to talk with me afterwards. Winner for this year's Best Sci-Fi is 21 Questions from there you are. You want to say anything to the crowd?
Thanks.
Well, thank you for coming down. That movie was really good, really good. So thanks for submitting it, and just keep up the good work, guys. Winner for Best Horror is Found, and that movie was phenomenal. We are going to play it. And the winner for Best Fantasy, this was another hard one, is All Hallows Evil. So we're going to play all of those with the exception of All Hallows Evil because it's on Blu-ray, and we had to take our PlayStation 3 back. One thing I've learned about doing this is filmmakers never read directions. Well, some of them don't. And the directions you send regular DVD, and we got a Blu-ray, and it gave us a little bit of trouble with that. So it's very hard to make these decisions, but I thank you all for coming out and being a part of the fest, and especially everybody that traveled and came to join us. I hope you learned a lot just from talking to other filmmakers or getting feedback from the audience on your work, and just keep growing and just keep putting your movies out there, and just know that you'll always have a home here at MMP. So thanks for coming, guys. Hello, mutants. Back again here at Johnny Brento's JuJu. Wanted to give you a quick recap of the Mad Monster Party 2013, and also the Mutantville Productions presents Mad Monster Party Film Fest 2013. That's a mouthful. I'm going to have to start using an acronym there or something. So it's a couple days removed from my return, exactly 3 days removed from my return from Mad Monster Party. This year I was able to go up and basically spend the whole weekend. Did stay overnight on Saturday. Brought the family along, so that was a different experience. But just wanted to give a quick recap and sort of share some of my swag from the event. Saw Jamie's interview and was glad to see that he stumbled upon what was easily my favorite vendor at the con as far as the merchants go, and that was Clay Guy. This guy Barry, clayguy.com, that does these really awesome figures. I managed to pick up 4 of them. That's Amy from, I love the little card there, the name, like I would need to see that to know who it was, but I guess some of them are a little ambiguous. But basically these I guess silicone reproductions of his sculpts, and typically what he'll do, he's apparently been doing this for 20 years around his site, but he'll create a clay figure of a particular character, and then he'll give the first one to the actor that played it lots of times, I guess, and then just make these reproductions, and wow, chrome skull. The detail on this, I'm going to accompany this with a little video where I sort of play with the figures and a little stop motion thing for you. But Dark Knight of the Scarecrow right there. Check that business out, man. I mean, anyone that knows me knows I love action figures. These aren't essentially action figures, more like just collectibles, but very cool. And then of course
the late great Roddy McDowall as Peter Vincent. Fright Night. Fright Night, of course, being one of my favorite films. I was really glad to see something unique. And as it turned out, everything I purchased was related to Fright Night. Then I got this Chris Kutcha print of a really awesome oil painting. I really like his style. It's almost slightly impressionistic, I guess you would say. But those are the things that I actually purchased, and of course just had a great time. In recent years I've really gotten out of getting signatures from celebrities, mainly because the prices jumped up, and I kind of hit the main ones that I really wanted to get autographs, you know, or my picture with, being Elvira, George Romero, and then Michael Gross from Tremors. Any of the Tremors guys, if they ever showed up, of course I'd be all over that like a fat kid on cake. But had a fantastic event. I think the film festival definitely ran smoother this year than in years past, so that was cool. We had quite a few folks that agreed to show up and help us in exchange for a pass who didn't, and unfortunately what's really going to result from that is that they're going to kind of ruin it for everybody. We're going to have to be a little more strict on that, and I heard some complaints coming from not so much the organizers, but some of the folks working the con, that we had let a bunch of people in or whatever. And I mean, who knows? I wasn't there the whole time. I don't think that's the case exactly, but perhaps that was the impression that was left. And lots of times, you know, the old perception versus reality will catch up to you. You know, somebody says this, another person repeats it, and it's a bigger number, and the next thing you know, somebody that matters hears it, and suddenly, you know, we're not allowed to get you guys in. So, you know, next year I think we're going to look hard at how we, you know, dole those out, and what passes we do have, which, guys, it's not a ton. These folks are in town to make money, and I hope that they, you know, eventually will make money. I gotta say, they stepped up the con again this year, so I'm not sure that many folks who get to come and enjoy this appreciate just how awesome it is having a major convention like that close to you, because let me tell you, Gio, Strebo, and I have driven long distances to go to things like this, and I'm just thrilled that there's a, you know, Mad Monster Party locally. You know, because I'm involved in the film festival and helping prepare some of the media for that, and of course selecting the films. You know, there's a little bit of a work focus that goes on, so I'm kind of like not exactly in total fanboy mode, you know, when I get there, so I'm a little bit jaded, but still, it's a big deal to me, you know, to see somebody like Danny Glover. Of course, I grew up on his movies, and watching his panel was really, really interesting. I did not get to go by and do the old autograph thing this year because of having kids with me, and of course that means added expense. But it was worth it. They seemed to have a good time, and it was just a popping convention this year, I think. I think from everyone I talked to, everybody had a great time, and hopefully everything will come off again next year. It'll be even bigger. It'll have, you know, even, you know, more celebrities and whatnot. So hope you guys took advantage of that this year, and if you didn't, by all means take advantage of it next year, because we need to support this kind of event in our community. Not to get too you know, horror Bible thumper on you there, but it's a good thing when we can have stuff like this. So where do we go from here? What's up next for Mutantville.com and myself personally? I know there's I'm not going to go into it too much, but there's rumblings of doing something with the C for Chaos footage. We don't know that means a release necessarily, but we're gonna do some stuff with that. I don't know what. Until we agree, I'm not going to come out and say we're going to do X, Y, or Z, but I think something will happen with that footage, so that's great. I'm real excited about that. More pre-production on Mother of Vampires. Almost on a daily basis, I'm talking to somebody about that and trying to get, you know, things moving on that. Of course, working on a crowdsource funding campaign, but decided to hold off on that at the present time because Robert Fillion is running one. Of course, he's associated with my film as well. He's running a campaign for Athena. Encourage you guys to go check that out on Indiegogo.com. You can find the link in this article, and also I share it about once a week on my Facebook, so check that out for sure. In other news, lots doing on the music scene. Just got some tracks back today from Nashville that I think are going to be the final actual pieces of recordings to go in the mix for my songs for my album, which has been underway for 2 years. Commissioned a fantastic artist to do the album cover, and this guy's style is just crazy. He sort of uses CG art, but everything that all of his compositions tend to be crazy stuff like Worlds Flying Apart and, you know, like a city on a turtle's back and stuff like that. Just amazing stuff. He's called Niels Online is his username. You can check him out on renderasty.com. And there'll be a link in his to his gallery in this article. But I've for probably about 4 years I've been aware of his work, and I've been just flabbergasted. He's used some of my models in the past, so when I got ready to look at an album cover, I was like, well, you know, obviously I make album covers, but I really wanted this album. I don't know that I'll ever go through the process of doing my own solo. I may. I mean, of course I'm going to write more songs, but I don't know if I'll ever go through that process because it's quite time consuming and expensive. And I feel like I use up a lot of favor capital with the folks that help me on that, and you know, I don't want to do that too often, obviously, but perhaps there'll be another album, but this might very well be my only album, so I really want it to be awesome, as you can imagine. So, that said, I thought it was worth investing in this guy to get him to do my album cover, making it something that wraps around on the inside and just a complete composition, you know, that's really amazing. As I think the songs are amazing. I think I've let a few folks listen to the preliminary mix, and I had some really good feedback, so pretty happy about that. Back to CrossFit already this week, and I tell you, I can feel that week that I missed. You know, I only went once last week getting ready for Mad Monster Party, and it was quite the shocker, shall we say. So I'm back on that, and just back working on some final VFX shots for Mosaic 33, which the screening is 3 weeks away. So it's really kind of critical that we get that knocked out. And then there's just some other things on the forefront with regards to stop motion and whatnot that I'm messing around with, but nothing I can say too much about right now. Hope you guys had a great week, and a great week coming up, and we'll talk to you next time on Johnny Brento's JuJu. Thanks for watching.